Hi there Taurus, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your monthly intuitive reading for August. Let's get started, Taurus, with the Sacred Power reading cards to see what overarching message or theme may be for you. We'll get some of these. We've got two other oracle decks here as well, and we will also be doing a full tarot spread for you here today. Get messages please for Taurus. That one's poking out. Truth. Taurus, there might be a truthful communication that needs to happen, or maybe a focus on operating with honesty, with integrity this month. Maybe a truth may be revealed to you. Sort of an Ace of Swords or High Priestess type energy with the truth, or the moon. Wonder if any of those will show up in our reading. Let's grab this one. Illusion. So maybe there is a truth that is going to come out to shatter an illusion for you. That would be very, very much Tower or Moon energy. Let's see what else we've got here. On the Work Your Light deck, we have got Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. Quite a card of ascension, awakening, maybe starting to vibrate at a higher level, and it might be after this illusion has shattered. We have got Saraswati, beautiful energy, guys. So Taurus, Saraswati is the goddess of creativity, intuition, and insight. So maybe it's the Saraswati energy that you can tune into this month in order to see through situations that may have a sense of illusion about them. You know, she can help you see clearly and help you see the truth. Okay, let's see what the tarot story wants to paint for you, Taurus. Going to start with your recent past energy. We will then pull your present energy, blocks and challenges, advice from tarot, and your near future outcome energy. So recent past, we have got the Three of Pentacles, can be a rebuilding energy, laying a new foundation. Oh yeah, here we go. Current energy, the Seven of Swords. Here comes the illusion or the truth that needs to be revealed. There could be a deception or a betrayal. There's levels to that, guys. We have got blocks and challenges, the Four of Pentacles, which can be, you know, the holding on, the scarcity kind of attitude, keeping small. That will clarify, guys, because that can really change the game. That's too many. Let's get the advice from tarot or spirit. Temperance. Yeah, need to do some recalibration, get the energy back in the right place. Let's go for your outcome. Future energy for Taurus, please, in this situation. Oh, the Star, beautiful. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot about healing here, about rebirth. You know, the Star kind of is that energy that follows on from the Tower in the Major Arcana, and the Tower is the card that comes in to shatter illusions. So really kind of going back to those oracle cards that we saw here. Okay, let's clarify, Taurus, and then we will read the picture that is emerging here. Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles. Take the one that's touching it. Transformation, the Death energy. Yep. There is definitely a transformation in your sort of foundation to be had here. And it's interesting because the Tower, you know, which precedes the Star, is all about bringing down things that aren't built on a solid foundation. So we have a sense here of transforming through shattering an illusion. We've got Akashic Records. Now this card is coming out all the time at the moment. This is my card of predestiny. I will be getting a clarifier for that Seven of Swords soon though. It's all unfolding as it's meant to in divine timing. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Yeah, there's some conflict here. wanting to hold on. Maybe you're feeling conflicted about whether to hold on or let go of the situation that there could have been a deception in, but you kind of want to keep going with it because this person was probably someone you trusted and liked, but maybe they have been not operating in your best interests. We've got the Two of Wands. Yeah, there could be a new path emerging for you after this situation, maybe away from the situation here. Let's clarify the star. Ah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Guys, what did I say when I was looking at the Truth and Illusion card? I mentioned the Moon and the High Priestess, and we have them. They've come out together. Can't make this stuff up, guys, and this is the way it goes with the tarot. Experienced readers will know that there is something deeper to be tuned to, and it always shines through in the cards. Before we just go to the reading, I will clarify the Seven of Swords for you. I was thinking I'm being bold here when I'm at the Oracle cards and naming the cards. I think that are going to come out, but there they go. Oh, Death again and the Four of Swords. So yeah, whatever it is, it's going to end a cycle, a predestined cycle, and there's going to be some time that needs to be taken to heal from this. Whew, okay, Taurus, lots of energy here. Let's start over here. Recent past, we've got the Three of Pentacles and the energy of transformation or death, because death energy is the energy that transforms situations, transforms you or your life. Now we have something happening in your kind of foundational energy. Three of Pentacles can be foundational energy, or it can also mean third-party energy, which isn't always, isn't always in romance. It doesn't always mean there's a third party there. It can also be a meddler in the workplace that is affecting a situation. And it's saying that the situation needs to transform in some way. So I'm seeing this as, okay, there's something going on in a foundational area of your life. It needs to be transformed. There might be something kind of happening that's a little bit shady. I mean, we've got the Moon, we've got the Seven of Swords, and here we have the need to follow the light out of this. You need to kind of remove yourself from some sense of illusion. There could be people that are competing against you in a workplace situation, maybe for a role, or trying to, undermine or come out the best person on top here. That is possible. It could be something that's trying to hold you back from creating something as well. So we'll explain this death energy a little bit more when we get to the current energy, since it is the same that's showing up here, Taurus. So current energies, yeah, I've got 4 cards: Death, Four of Swords, Akashic Records, and the Seven of Swords. So first and foremost, the Akashic Records card tells me that this is playing out as it's meant to in divine timing in this time. The concept of Akashic Records is that your soul has kind of like a record or a hard drive, as you will, and when it is time for those files to be activated, they will play out. You signed up for certain karmic agreements or soul contracts before you came into this lifetime. You may or may not believe that. I do, and that is the concept. If not, you can just look at it as, this is playing out as it's meant to. You've arrived at a pivotal time or milestone in your life, and the trigger has been some kind of event which might be slightly underhanded. But sometimes these things are blessings in disguise, because they come in to shift you in a new direction, the direction that you're supposed to be in, because this could be a little bit off track for you, Taurus. So, the Seven of Swords can be, there's many different levels, from betrayal or, adultery, cheating, hurt in relationships, to being undermined in the workplace, or even your own self-limiting beliefs. But there is kind of a sense of someone kind of stealing your thunder or taking from you, or manipulation, since swords are, it's the suit of the intellect or the mind. So something happening in the behind the scenes. We've got the Moon energy here, which can be something happening behind the curtain in the undercurrents. So I feel like, the truth is potentially going to be revealed between the Truth Oracle card, the Moon, and the High Priestess energy, because she is the one that brings information to light at the right time. So I feel like it's going to come out, and that is going to result in something being released, a surrender to an ending. You might be moving on from whatever the situation is. The death energy is that, the end of a cycle. It's, there's the birth, death, and rebirth cycle, and we go through the seasons, in a situation, whether it's from the spring and summer where you're in the kind of height of the honeymoon period of a new job or relationship, really loving it, really enjoying it, through to the fall and winter, where sometimes it's just run its course, sometimes it's just had its time, and I'm feeling like that about this situation. So the Seven of Swords energy is playing out to shift you away from it, to move on to a new dawn, a new day, and it's time to surrender to that. Now you might need to take a little pause this month to recalibrate, to recover. There might be some hurts, there might be some disappointments, or from disappointments all the way through to, heartbreak. This is the link to the Three of Swords, and it can be those, it can be the pain, the despair, but also it can just be disappointment as well, levels to that as well. This is a number 4, and we were talking about foundational energies with the Three of Pentacles. So it's time for you to lay a new foundation, and this one has probably shaken a foundation as well. The sword under here, under the soldier, is the Ace of Swords. It is the new beginning. It is the new battle plan, the new strategy that you're kind of coming up with while you're taking this pause. It's the new path will be revealed. The Ace of Swords also stands for the truthful communication that pierces through. I'm not sure if I also mentioned that card when we were talking about the oracles. That's another one that comes through. It's about the breakthrough, the cutting through the illusion, seeing the truth. You might have had a truthful communication that with this person that you were kind of thinking was maybe doing the sly, and maybe that was the trigger that's going to initiate this death energy. So that is very interesting, guys. Kind of a little bit challenging, but we're really coming out into the light after this. So as your blocks and challenges, you're going to want to hold on, I feel. Another 4, very foundational, this energy, which means to me this is kind of maybe challenging your core values. I feel like this person was someone that you knew and trusted and maybe had some kind of good relationship in the workplace or in your relating experience with, but it's kind of been revealed that maybe they were operating in their interests rather than your own. The Five of Swords is that conflict. It can also be, harsh words being said in a sort of an argumentative energy arising. The Five of Swords is a card of victory, but it's a win that comes at a cost. So I feel like this person was trying to get some kind of victory over you or power over you through manipulation, and that's what's being revealed. But I think there's going to be a sense where you might not want to believe it. You might want to hold on. It is going to maybe affect your self-esteem a little bit and your sense of quality of how you feel about yourself. But you really need to release that grip and ground yourself, Taurus, through this. So the advice from Tarot is to loosen the grip, to see the truth, to see what's going on here, and to also disengage from the energy of the situation. So don't kind of get involved in it if the argument's going to go back and forth, or you're still seeing those threads of manipulation playing out. Be the bigger party and walk away. Walk away before things get any worse. Okay, so in your advice from Spirit of Tarot, not only is it walk away, but it's see the new path that's emerging for you. The Temperance energy is the energy that tempers, that balances. And what I love about this Taurus is it's the perfect segue, because Temperance follows on from the Death energy in the Major Arcana as the soother, the balancer that tempers away, those emotional imbalances. So it's about doing the kind of internal work, the alchemy, coming back into a place of emotional stability and groundedness. And it's when you kind of reach that place where you're balanced and stable mentally, emotionally, and physically, that's when the path forward is emerged, when you're ready. And this is kind of a guiding angel as well. You will be guided onto that path. The path is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a bit of a life review. It's about a new path emerging and kind of being at the crossroads or at the fork in the path. And it asks you to take a step beyond your comfort zone in order to seek something greater, in order to walk a new road. So the comfort zone, I mean, this situation could have been a comfort zone for you, and that's why there was that Four of Pentacles holding on. Even though we kind of know that, oh, maybe they weren't quite operating in my best interest, there's still love there, or there's still history there, or there's still comfort there, and I think you're going to be challenged about releasing the situation. But there is a better path here opening up, and you're being asked to seize that wand of the future and take the inspired action to walk that path, because it's going to lead you to a sense of greater success, achievement, and abundance as well. So Taurus, in your outcome energy, I feel like there might be some more information that needs to come to light about this situation. You're going to gain the full understanding of it between the Moon and the High Priestess. Now, both of these together are hugely intuitive energies. You will feel in your gut, in your heart, what's truly going on. And there's most definitely some information that might come out about this that is the final piece to land for you to kind of say, all right, well, yeah, I am done, and I'm going to let that tower fall. Even though we don't have the tower energy here, we have the star which follows on from the tower. We've got double death energy. So there's very much that energy of allowing something to crumble that was built on a shaky foundation. So intuitive energies, the Moon can be about things going on behind the scenes. Somebody may be being two-faced with you, the deception. High Priestess is the energy that reveals that to you. And that information is going to bring down some kind of situation or shatter the illusion. And the star is the energy that comes into rebalance, a little bit like the Temperance energy. But the star is also about dreaming new dreams for yourself and wishing big. You know, whatever it is, that Two of Wands pathway, you know, play big, because this is the card of divine wish fulfillment, and it says that anything is available to you after you have gone through this healing process, this recalibration. This is the rebirth. This is the rebirth at the end that's waiting for you. Yes, you might feel vulnerable. You might feel a little bit stripped bare because you're kind of leaving a sense of identity here, but you're following a new dream, a greater wish, which is more aligned for you. And I am seeing that the situation is playing out to realign you to that life's purpose, because I think, yeah, that it wasn't the right situation for you, and your train tracks of life are being reset, put in another direction, because you're heading off in another destination, which is the one that is that, you know, in the Akashic records that your hard drive is saying, no, we need to load the file, the other file, the one of the real destination, the one of divine wish fulfillment, because you've ascended beyond the situation. It's not a vibrational match for you anymore, Taurus. Interesting reading. Taurus, I am going to leave it there. It does feel complete for me, and I do hope it resonates for some of you, and that you take the action you need to work through this situation. Do keep in mind it is a general reading, guys, with general collective energies, so they may or may not resonate. I'm not saying everyone's going to be journeying this, and I've just completely can't talk at the end of this reading. Not everyone's going to be journeying this week. Do feel free to leave me a comment if you'd like to share. I read each and every one, and I do try and respond as well. It helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies. And I'll be back here for you throughout the month for plenty more weekly readings, love readings, work and money as well.